The vast beast world, the Scarlet Flood Dragon tribe and the Black Feather tribe. After 3 days of war over a single water source, Black Feather was defeated. To lose the water was to lose any hope of survival. The Black Feather tribe had no choice but to retreat into the barrens. Yet the cracks of fate had already opened above their heads. A human fell from the heavens. He possessed neither beastly ears nor a beastly tail. It was he, this hairless star of calamity, who shattered the protection of the ancestral spirits. The defeat of Black Feather. It was all because of him. A man in the beast world. First, build the city walls. Damn it, wasn't I just surveying an underground river? He has no fur. He has no sharp claws. He has no totem markings. He is the hairless star of calamity. Let the ritual begin. Return the star of calamity to the god of the barrens, in exchange for a slim chance of survival for Black Feather. Wait, have I transmigrated? Wasn't I an engineer in my past life? I was clearly surveying an underground river. How did I end up in a place like this the moment I opened my eyes? Who is this old woman? And what is the deal with these people with horns and tails? Why are they trying to sacrifice me the moment I arrive? Is this some tribe of savages? In 30 days the crimson moon shall rise. The beast tide is coming. Wait, old woman. Can't we be reasonable about this? I was an engineer in my past life. He is no harbinger of calamity. Your sickness and coughing of blood are because the water is tainted. Your wounds fester because they have not been purified. Your inability to defeat others is because your weapons are primitive. This blame cannot be shifted onto me. What does any of this have to do with me? What is this talk of illness? This old one does not understand. Today you shall be sacrificed. Stay your hand. He cannot be killed. Lu Qinghe, what are you doing? Do you intend for the tribe to perish alongside him? He is not a harbinger of calamity. He has observed the knots in the vines. He has studied the cracks in the altar's stone. He has even noted the positioning of the guards. Those are the eyes of one who still seeks a path to survival even in the depths of despair. He is currently bound here. He is completely unarmed. To pin your hopes of survival upon the slaughter of an unarmed man is the act of a coward. If we do not sacrifice him, who will quell the poison in the water? Who will heal the wounds of our warriors? Who will heal the wounds of our warriors? Arg! Ah! I can see the structural weaknesses. Material flaws, the flow of toxins, the decay of life, everything has been transformed into blueprints. Energy conduction is obstructed. Lingering injuries impede the exertion of power. A divine miracle, the broken horned deer god has chosen him. Ah! He is not a star of calamity. He is the new shaman. We pay our respects to the new shaman. Wait, I was almost sacrificed to the heavens a moment ago. How did everyone end up kneeling in the blink of an eye? This title doesn't sound very official. Am I a chieftain, a priest, or a tribal leader? And that beam of light just now, don't tell me my system has finally arrived. If that's the case, building roads, houses, and cities, isn't this exactly my specialty? Who is this beauty? It is one thing to be this stunning, but her movements are so swift and efficient. With this status, have I truly become the leader of this tribe? If that is so, does it mean I can take several wives? Cease your kowtowing. Raise your heads. First question. Of those in the tribe who are still breathing, how many are there in total? Second question. Based on minimum consumption, how many days can our food reserves last? Third question. Those who have recently succumbed to illness, from where did they drink water before they died? Great shaman, should you not first perform the soul-soothing rite for us? Silence. Unveiling the vision of the heavenly palace. You have not been cursed by the gods. The true calamity is poisoned water, infections, a lack of salt, and defenses that are non-existent. Give me 30 days. Upon this wasteland, I shall build a city for the Black Feather tribe. Cease. Put down that water skin and stop at once. Water, water, Xiao Yan. You are giving him this to drink. Do you fear he is not dying quickly enough? The larvae of blood-vein beasts are far more troublesome than massive fierce beasts. This is tainted water. A water ghoul has placed a curse within it. It is no water ghoul, these are insects. All those who have perished recently drank this raw water. You and those strapping men behind you, all of you, come here. We are warriors. Our hands were made to wield spears and do battle with fierce beasts. With the state of exhaustion you are in now, even a single tusked boar could trample you. Zhonglian, do you dare draw your weapon against the shaman? I am the Heavenly Palace Shaman, chosen by the broken-horned dear god. Within the Black Feather tribe, my word is the law of survival. Zhongli, warrior of the Black Feather, awaits the shaman's command. Zhongli, take 4 of your strongest men to the rear. Dig 3 interconnected sedimentation pits in the sand. Ensure there is a gradient between them. Qinghe, take the swiftest among you to the riverbank. Gather fine sand and smooth pebbles. The more the better. The rest of you, burn charcoal. Crush it into pieces the size of a fingernail. Great shaman, is this some manner of ancient sacrificial rite? Ask no questions, simply obey. Move. The first layer shall be fist-sized stones to serve as base drainage. Pack the charcoal layer tightly. This is the core. We must not allow the water to find an easy path through. If this water is poured into silt and sand, will it not become even filthier? Pour it. Arg. It is not yet fit for consumption. Filtration can only remove the physical impurities. The invisible blights within the water have not yet been purged. Use the yew fruits to boil it. Once large bubbles surface, you must continue the boiling process. Slowly now. Feed them grain by grain. Mother, I am hungry. Star matter uses the bone and blood of the earth and the remnants of flame to weave a sacred net. Heavenly water cleanses the soul, the entombment of the heavenly palace. The water is now pure, and yet we do not even possess a decent cup. Where can clay be found in the vicinity of Qinghe? It should be yellowish or reddish in hue. It must be viscous to the touch, yet prone to cracking once dried. 2 mountains to the east, there lies a parched red earth gully. The mud there clings to one's feet whenever it rains. That is the place. Some Shangtan and have him lead a party to excavate that clay. A grand windfall. Pick out every stone and grass root, not a single trace must remain. Squeeze out all the air, otherwise it will shatter during the firing process. Let it air dry, do not expose it to the scorching sun. The heat must circulate within. This is the key to elevating the temperature. Mere mud cannot endure for long. It scatters with a single gust of wind. Withdraw the fire and seal the vents. Let it cool naturally. Tianglin, try striking it with your bone club. The token has caused the earth to grow bones. The earth has sprouted bone. It has sprouted bone. Black Feather Qianglin swears to follow the token unto death. Auntie, please, drink some water. I thank you for your help today. A Guo has survived. The clansmen finally dared to drink their fill for the first time. But do not be so quick to offer thanks. Water is merely the first step. Are these all who remain of the Black Feather tribe? No, Chief Shilan took several totem warriors out to hunt. They have not returned for 3 days. Some of the younglings were also snatched away by the Barefoot tribe. If the chief does not return soon, the Black Feather tribe will truly have no one left to withstand the beast tides. Therefore, before he returns, we must ensure this camp does not perish. The chief is at his limit. This is our token. Is he not that black-feathered bringer of calamity? Chief, he is no bringer of calamity. It was he who identified the poisoned water, allowing the clansmen to drink clean water for the first time. It was also he who taught us how to fire these pottery vessels, securing the tribe's water supply. You went out to hunt. Yet you did not have even a sip of salt water. When the Barefoot tribe drove us out, they plundered our last remaining salt stone. My hands no longer have the strength to even grasp my spear. The White Fang caravan, they must have salt in their possession. Is only these few dozen miserable curs remain? Batu, what is the price for Black Feather salt? 3 pristine saber-toothed tree barks, or 10 able-bodied laborers to carry ore for the White Fang caravan for 1 year. The price is non-negotiable. In your dreams, for a single bag of low-grade salt, in the past this would have cost half a fang wolf hide at most. Ha ha ha, you are nothing but exiles now. The beast tide arrives in 30 days. Sooner or later, you will be nothing but meat in the bellies of fierce beasts. Put away your worthless stones. Even dogs would not touch that junk. Who are you? A hairless trash like you dares to speak to me in such a manner. Insolence. This is the new shaman of our Black Feather tribe. This is water? How can it be so pure? I have never seen water this clean. The salt of Redstone Beach. Where is it? To the north, within the canyon, there is a massive redstone pit. The bottom of the pit is filled with yellow rock. Follow the dry riverbed and you shall see it. Why did I give them a vessel bestowed by the gods? That thing is made of mere clay. I can fire hundreds of them in a single day. Dissolve it in warm water to clean the wound, then have him drink a bowl. This is merely a temporary measure. If we truly wish to eat, we must rely on our own resources. Sungji, my name is Sungji. I was not slacking off. From this moment forward, you no longer need to tend to the younglings. Qinghei, Xiongling, and Sungji. Take the beast hide bags and follow me to Redstone Beach. Woo, this is a cursed and bitter land. All who consume its earth will collapse. It is no curse. It is a vein of refined salt ore. Scrape away the whitest and densest layers. That is enough, Hui Ying. Today I shall show you all what true salt really is. Sangji, pour the white earth in and add pure water. Stir until the water can dissolve no more. Cuff. Pour the filtered liquid into the pot and boil it vigorously. Excellent. Maintain this pace. Do not let your hands tremble. Hui Po, bring a handful of thoroughly burnt wood ash. Ah! The impurities are surfacing. Sangji, prepare to skim the surface. Extinguish the flames. Ah. Chieftain, have a taste. This is true salt. From this day forward, the warriors of the Black Feather shall follow my lead, but the future of the Black Feather shall follow the command of the Wu. Heed my command. Ha! We have water. We have salt. Yet this only ensures we do not perish from thirst or wither away from frailty. In 30 days a beast tide will erupt. You will be unable to leave the sanctuary of the camp. Without food reserves, we shall all starve to death. Songs, step forward. Ah. I am here. From this day forth, you are the steward of the tribe's meat storehouse. Slice all the meat into strips. Cure them with the salt we refined today. Erect wooden racks and ignite the pine branches. Smoke them for me. I shall establish the Black Feather tribe's first smoked meat storehouse. Slice along the grain. Each strip must not exceed the width of 2 fingers. She cannot even lift a water bucket. A mind devoid of distractions. What I value is this pair of hands that do not tremble. Aim for the grain before your blade descends. Excellent blade technique. Every strip must be uniform. Storing provisions is not a matter of luck. The smoke must envelop the meat. The flames must not lick it directly. This meat will not spoil. Even if heavy snow seals the mountains. Even if a beast tide besieges our home, the young of Black Feather will never again starve to death. From this day forth, the intake and outtake, the wooden racks, and the recording knots of the meat storehouse shall all be under your command. Sangji will never disappoint Xinwu. Do you believe that simply having water and meat allows you to idle and wait for the beast tide to pass? The Crimson Moon beast tide 30 years from now will consist of thousands upon thousands of fierce beasts. Even those with broken hands can use their mouths and feet to twist rope. In the Black Feather tribe, there are no useless people. There are only materials placed in the wrong positions. I shall establish the heavenly workshop. Those too old to walk shall sit and polish weapon shafts. Those with injured legs shall shave wood chip. My left hand can still move. I can grind the stone bases. I can craft ropes. The ropes I craft, even a mad wolf cannot bite through them. Even a mad wolf cannot bite through them. A war machine known as Tiangong begins to roar. Arg. A first-order horned wolf approaches. I can cleave it apart with a single strike of my axe. Do you see that wooden target wrapped in 3 layers of tiger hide? Ha! It is acceptable. Open your eyes and watch closely. This is known as a physical lever. Indeed, this is the arm's axis of force. Arg! This is impossible. Nothing is impossible. It has simply extended your arm by half a meter. Sorcery is indeed wondrous. However, the raw violence of science is equally intoxicating. Order the Tiangong workshop to labor through the night and produce 30 units. Distribute them to every man capable of wielding a spear. Ah! The base and the tracks can be fashioned. The critical component is the crossbow arm. Is the wood too prone to snapping? If we were to treat it like braiding a rope knot, winding it tight, layer upon layer, would it then be more resilient? Ah, Xiao Ji. You are truly a genius. Qinghe. Great shaman, what are your orders? Is there any beast sinew that is exceptionally elastic yet unbreakable? In the treasury there are rank 6 iron-horned rhino sinews left by the ancestral shaman. No blade can sever them. Bring them all to me. Commencing the torture. Triple IARG. Ah! Protect the astral chamber. Triple H! Zhongluo, raise your step by 3 inches. Aim for the flank. Ah! Die, you primitive swine! They are not dead. They even possess divine artifacts found only in the royal court. This must be reported to the chieftain. Blackfeather possesses a monumental treasure. The scouts have retreated. You scum of the barefoot tribe! Are you prepared to endure the wrath of the Heavenly Palace Divine City? What in the world are you doing? Ah, great shaman! What Blackfeather fears most is losing you. The tribe has selected the strongest and most skillful to serve you. We pray that you will leave behind your Heavenly Palace bloodline. Wait, I only wanted to get some sleep. Is the gratitude of the Great Desolation people always so direct? If they can force 4 in today, they will fill the entire house tomorrow. This will not do. I must establish rules. I must establish rules immediately. Everyone, listen closely. I shall now establish the regulations. First, no one is allowed to approach me without permission. Second, divide into 2 shifts for the night watch. Third, the workshop will calculate contribution points tomorrow. Whoever contributes the most shall be eligible for rewards. Do you understand? We understand. So the shaman was testing us. Tomorrow I shall do the work of 3 men alone. Qinghe understands. I will stand watch outside the gate immediately. Lord Jinwu is truly a man of great righteousness. For the sake of the Black Feather tribe's greater good, to think he could suppress the divine flames of the sun. Black Feather is saved. I finally managed to fool them. Sigh. Lord Shuyuan said that the one with the highest contribution points can exchange them for the fashionista meat. I must take first place. Lady Sangji, this is the third one I have tied. Lady Sangji. Move quickly. Set out. The Barefoot Tribe. Shi Liao, get out here and answer me. Hand over all your methods for creating water, producing salt, and kiln-firing clay. And that wooden contraption capable of slaying the iron-backed beast. That new shaman will also return with me to the Barefoot Tribe to serve as a slave physician. You are dreaming. Ha ha ha, their champion is Lu Qinghe. The path of the Crimson Glow is most formidable when forged in the temple. Ha ha ha. We can offer a portion of salt and meat as tribute. But the new shaman and the celestial arts are the foundation of Black Feather's survival. They cannot be surrendered. You refuse to hand them over? Then we shall slaughter every last one of you and take them ourselves. So you are that hairless star shaman. Since drawing your blades at the slightest provocation is truly quite uncivilized. If you desire the heavenly craftsmanship arts, so be it. But first, open your eyes and witness exactly what kind of city you are facing. This is a charcoal sand filtration pool. Drinking from it will not kill you. This device can impale both man and horse from 100 paces away. In 30 days' time, 30 such engines will be mounted upon this wall. They will provide overlapping fields of fire. Now let's test the precision of this ballista. Perhaps you should return and summon your elder brother instead. I shall grant you a single night. Pack the salted meat, the ceramic jars, and the ballistae. If you do not hand them over by dawn, not even a dog or chicken shall remain alive in Heiyu. Wu, what shall we do tomorrow morning? We cannot defeat them in a frontal assault, but who said we would face them head-on? A hungry wolf guarding a choice piece of meat. Can it truly resist taking a bite for even a single night? Squish all campfires once darkness falls. Take 2 agile warriors and lie in ambush atop the warehouse roof. Wheel the ballistae into the shadows and draw the strings. Aim directly at the warehouse gates. I granted them the opportunity to be our guests. Since they have chosen the path of bandits instead, let them remain forever within the foundations of Heiyu. They shall serve as fertilizer for our city walls. That new building from earlier today was merely for show. The true prize is the rock condensing blueprints, and that young maiden named Song Ji. Bring back any clues you find and secure those blueprints. Once that is done, the very foundation of Heiyu will naturally crumble. As expected, they understand nothing of defense. If you dare lay a hand on me, my elder brother will raise Heiyu to the ground. What I despise most is others causing trouble at my construction site, especially those who attempt to snatch away my specialists. These people shall stay. As for you, I will spare your life. For I require a messenger. Scram back to Chijiao. Take these tokens with you. And tell your eldest brother, Black Feather does not kneel. He desires my city once again. In 30 years, let him bring 500 men to batter themselves bloody against my walls. Black Feather is no easy prize. They possess massive wooden frames capable of piercing through iron-back beasts. 100 riders of the Vanguard Battalion. Assemble immediately. Trample Black Feather into the dust. Crush them. If they wish to charge in, they must pass through this stretch of sand. The stone pillars supporting the surface have been loosened, leaving only a fraction connected. Excellent, the first line of defense. We wait for them to shatter it under their own weight. The trenches are 2 meters wide and 3 meters deep. The hardwood spikes at the bottom are already in place. Even if they bypass the first line, they will be forced into the second. The assembly of the second ballista is complete. 2 ballistae can form the interlocking field of fire you mentioned. Whether Black Feather can hold its ground will be decided today. Let them witness the wrath of the Heavenly Palace. Heavenly Palace! Heavenly Palace! Heavenly Palace! Black Feather's camp is just ahead. The heavens are blind. The stratum's weight-bearing limit, the weakest bridge pillar tilts first. The limit of endurance. Let it all collapse. Everyone, pull toward the center. Arg! Spear, street defense formation. Ha! Fall back. We have defeated 100 of the Crimson Horn elites. Ah! Heavenly Palace Divine Wind. Thunderstorm of 10,000 saints. What is happening to me? Adult blood-hide beasts. The mounts in the core region of the Crimson Horn have all been infected. The main force of the Crimson Horn has not arrived. It is not that they look down on us. It is that they themselves are fleeing for their lives. Arg! Everyone, halt. The Crimson Moon has risen ahead of schedule. Is the Beast Tide not supposed to be 20 days away? The Crimson Horn did not come to conquer us. They, too, are escaping. The true Beast Tide has already arrived. It has come early. This is a path to certain death for Blackfish. Ha 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 ha. 30 days have been reduced to only 10. No amount of wailing. Heaven has granted us a mere 10 days. Then we shall use those 10 days. We will transform this canyon into their graveyard. Rally the provincial guards and the wealthy clans. Clear out the inner grotto. Move all the cured meats and refined salts inside. Transport the clay from Red Earth Valley and the limewood back here. Thicken the city walls by another 2 meters. Yes. The garrison must contract their defensive perimeter. Starting tonight, rotate the watch. We defend these walls to the death. Men of the Tingwu, move out. Should anyone dare remain on their knees awaiting death, I shall 2 shifts. The men may rest, but the hammers never stop. Heave ho, heave ho, heave ho! "2 meters, thicker." Coat the entire surface of the walls with insect-repelling slurry. Not a single gap can remain. Should even a single insect breach this wall, the inner grotto is doomed. Sigh. Exhales. Drink some water. Do you think this new Wu of yours is a madman? Driving you all like beasts of burden? You are forging our dignity and our very path to survival, pounding them into the foundation, hammerstroke by hammerstroke. This life of Qinghe was reclaimed from the brink of death by the Wu. Once we have endured this trial, Qinghe is willing to follow the ancient totemic rites, to offer both my life and my totem to the Wu. Very well. When Quan Chung is completed, I shall accompany you in the first Shufeng Road dance. Warning, a massive swarm of demons is approaching. They are not vicious beasts, they are humans. A beast tide is pursuing them from behind. Open the gates, let us in. Save the children. The northern territories have completely collapsed. 30 days ago, you plundered our rock tinder. You drove us to this very place. Do not open the gates. Do not open the gates. Those of Qijiao deserve death, but the children are innocent. Chile is a piece of filth, but the Qijiao possess a top-tier Earthwood 9th generation bloodline. If they can be subdued, they would be useful for our expansion. First, all warriors of the Qijiao are to immediately throw their weapons into the moat. Remove your armor and place your hands behind your heads. Kneel and accept your bonds. Until the beast tide ends, you shall be laborers serving for your crimes. Second, regarding the rock tinder and the younglings stolen from Black Feather 30 days ago, deliver those still living to the side gate. As for those that perished, you shall repay the debt tenfold with your lives through labor in the heavenly palace. Third, Chile, after your civilians enter the city, surrender the Great Spirit Bone tablet. Then, turn back. Take up your blade and hold back the first wave of beasts striking the city walls. Atone for your sins before the heroic spirits of Black Feather's fallen. Shinwu of Black Feather, you are truly a ruthless one. All members of Chijiao, surrender your weapons, entering the city to survive. Children, pass through the cleansing zone first. Shake the dust from your garments. Then proceed into the inner cavern. Ha ha ha! Close the gates. Look, the beast tide has struck the wall. Shall we engage? Warriors of the northern region, witness for yourselves the true purpose of the city walls we spent 5 days and nights constructing. They are bottlenecked, set the palace ablaze. Unleash the flames. We have held against the first wave. Arg! Without invoking the power of the totems, without relying on the slaughter of flesh and blood, this is the art of heavenly engineering. What is happening? I know not. It seems something is approaching. Ah! This is not something we can withstand. We cannot break the swarm. Quickly, retreat into the inner cavern. The city walls can absorb a portion of the impact. We can still escape through the secret passage behind the mountain. Retreat. Retreat to where? No structure is truly invincible if the force is great enough and the angle is precise. Arg. Deploy the cloth shroud first. They are all here. It has awakened. The divine city of the heavenly palace has awakened. It has awakened. Now is the moment. We have one. Arg. Divine King of the Heavenly Palace. Long live my lord. Divine King of the Heavenly Palace. Long live my lord. Strength is not the sole law of the Great Desolation. Qi Jiao is dead. From this day forth, the Great Desolation shall never again see Qi Jiao. I, Qilei, am willing to serve as the foremost servant of the Heavenly Palace Divine City. I shall not shrink even from 10,000 deaths. From this day forward, we are no longer exiles. We are no longer the remnants of the Black Feather. This city shall be named Lu Ming. Divine Sign City of Lu Ming. The Divine City of Lu Ming. The Divine City of Lu Ming. The Divine City of Lu Ming. The Heavenly Palace is immortal. Greetings, my esteemed audience. Thank you all for your patient wait. Season 2 of Building Walls in the Orc Tribe has officially begun. Last season, I fell from the heavens and into the world of beasts. I was nearly struck down by voodoo, nearly dragged onto the sacrificial altar. Yet, through a strange twist of fate, it was determined from the moment the power of the Heavenly Palace was awakened. I led this band of beastmen to develop our infrastructure and construct these city walls to withstand the beast tide. In the end, through sheer force of will, we erected the first city upon the wasteland. Yet, though the city stands, the true trouble has only just begun. To survive in this world of beasts, one must first fortify the walls. We won, we survived. Long live my lord. You celebrate far too early. The load-bearing structures of the outer walls have sustained widespread damage. There is a breach on the right. The internal earthen foundation has fractured. A secondary collapse could occur at any moment. Is that so? Shaman Tiangu, I am here. Do not waste time with such foolish revelry. As it stands, this divine city is as porous as a sieve. It is not yet time to rest. First, immediately organize the young and able-bodied prisoners of war to clear every corpse from the moat. Dig deep pits downwind and burn them all. When burying the remains, you must scatter a thick layer of quicklime. Should a plague break out, we will not have been slain by beasts, only to be dragged into the grave by pestilence. Second, take your men to the right flank to reinforce the foundation of the collapsed wall. Use quicklime and clay mixed at the highest strength ratio. Seal every last crack. These walls are the very foundation of our survival in this wasteland. Not a single vulnerability can remain. Understood, I shall see to it immediately. If anyone dares to slack off at a time like this, I will cleave them in two with my axe. Clean water, granaries, fortifications, and order. The true game of civilization has only just begun. The bone-softening wind chime array is only triggered by a massive surge of violent chi and blood within 10 miles. If the beast tide has truly receded, the array should be silent. This is not a normal occurrence. Long live the princess. What is happening? Has the beast tide not already dispersed? Could it be the Beast King is not truly dead? Or is there a second wave of the Black Tide? There are no red heat signatures detected. The geothermal energy grid, which should be rising in temperature, has turned a deep blue. This is impossible. Autumn has only just begun. The north wind should not be bringing such hoarfrost. The cold wave of 100 calamities. The calamity that was not meant to arrive for another 3 years has been triggered prematurely by the Beast King of the Black Tide. Ha 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 ha. Flee. Flee? To where? To leave the protection of the city walls is a path to certain death. Everyone, cease all celebrations immediately. Move all water vats indoors. Ignite every fire pit. Those wind chimes were not warning us of beasts. That is a declaration of war, delivered by the north wind. The great cold wave has descended ahead of schedule. From this moment forth, the divine city enters a 90-day countdown. I do not care how many the heavens intend to freeze to death. So long as they are within this city, I will not allow a single life to be taken. Ah. Enemy attack. All troops to the walls. Bring the ballistae forward. Ah. Lock onto the mouth of the canyon. Await the Mist Pearl's judgment. They are human. Wretched. Truly wretched. People upon the city walls, listen to us. We are the remnants of the Deerhorn clan. Our northern territories were overrun by a blood-fueled beast tide. Zhu Wen has fallen in battle. Our totem has been shattered. We followed the footprints upon the earth, trekking through wind and snow for 3 days and 3 nights to escape to this place. We heard there was a heavenly palace divine city here. We heard the shaman of this place does not sacrifice infants to the desolate gods. We heard there is clean water here, and walls that can hold back the wild beasts. We adults do not need to eat. We can freeze to death out here. We beg of you, please take in our young ones. Even if they must serve as your lowliest slaves, so long as they are allowed to live. We beg the divine city to take them in. Save the children. "30 days ago, those within the city had also been this desperate, waiting for death. Perhaps we should let the children in first? Do not move." We cannot open the gates. My lord, do not forget. The cold wave of this disastrous year arrived early. Less than 90 days remain. The smoked meat and silver salt in our city were calculated precisely based on our current population. If we take in another 500 mouths, especially wounded men and children who cannot hunt, our granaries will never last through this winter. To preserve the foundation of the divine city, and so that we ourselves may survive, this gate must never be opened. There are no saviors in the great desolation. If this brat dares to open the gate, even if this city does not freeze to death, it will be devoured and brought to ruin by these hungry wolves. Save the children. Please, save the children. Our mountain city stores grain. This gate must never be opened. There has never been a savior in the great wilderness. To save others or to preserve oneself. If at the beginning I had only calculated grain and risk. If building a city was merely to eke out a wretched existence like a common beast, then what difference would there be between me, the Red Valley King, and the old temple? Shilu, you have calculated the consumption of the granary. You have calculated the frigid bite of the white disaster. But that mind of yours, forged in the great wilderness, has forever overlooked one crucial thing. In your eyes, they are 500 mouths that do nothing but consume grain. But in my eyes, They are 500 sets of top-tier labor that can double the defensive power of this god city. Within 90 days, we must excavate a constant temperature underground granary 10 meters deep. We must construct public heated rooms capable of housing over 1,000 people. We must mine vast quantities of coal and timber. We must reinforce the thickness of the outer walls by another 2 meters. With only the few hundred laborers currently in the city, even if you all worked until you spat blood, it would be utterly impossible to finish within 90 days. My Tiangong God City will not play the role of a compassionate savior, but it shall never be a cowardly bystander that watches others die. The only way to survive this cataclysmic disaster is through absolute order. To integrate every available land into this machine of war, Shimeng, open the side gate, lower the drawbridge. We thank the Witchmaster for his grace. We thank the God City for saving our lives. Wait, I can grant you a path to survival. But before you set foot upon this drawbridge, you must understand one thing. My Tiangong God City is no house of charity for the useless. I do not harbor slaves who grovel upon the ground. Those who enter my divine city must abide by the 3 laws of the Heavenly Palace. First, registration. Every individual, categorized by clan, age, and specialty, must report to the registrar within the city gates. Who excels at excavation? Who is skilled in logging? Who can craft garments from beast hides? I want every detail accounted for. Those who withhold information shall be banished from the divine city. Second, labor in exchange for sustenance. Excluding the infirm elderly, the critically wounded, and the young, should anyone wish to take a single morsel of meat or a sip of warm water from my granaries, they must earn it with the labor of their own hands. The diligent shall flourish. Those who do not work shall perish. Third, private duels are strictly forbidden. Once you have entered these walls, regardless of whether you were mortal enemies or lifelong allies upon the wastes, within these walls, a life for a life. Those who incite conflict shall lose their hands. The only law here is my word. There are no divine oracles. There are no sacrifices. There are no slave contracts that leave one at the mercy of others. This set of regulations was blunt and uncompromising. Yet it carried a sense of fairness that none could dispute. The Antler clan is willing to abide by the laws of the divine city. We are willing to shed our last drop of sweat for Wu Liu of the Heavenly Palace. Entry inspections and quarantine. Ration distribution and labor assignment. Inspection and ration distribution. Those capable of movement went to registers for labor. The influx of people did not overwhelm the city gates. Instead, they were transformed into an orderly force. What this man truly desired was not merely he intends to establish an unprecedented kingdom upon this desolate wasteland, an empire unlike any seen before. The first batch has already arrived. The reshuffling of the Great Wilderness has officially begun. 5 days have passed since 500 refugees of the Lujiao clan entered the city. Exactly 5 full days. Driven by the 3 laws of the Heavenly Palace, relief through labor, and death to the idol, the divine city has displayed a level of efficiency never before seen in the history of the Great Wilderness. Quickly pull this basket of excavated earth up. Bring another basket. Do not stop. To earn but a single mouthful of life-saving hot soup, they have unleashed an astounding potential for survival. In the face of the approaching white disaster of extreme frost, surface structures cannot withstand the bone-cracking cold. Only by reaching the subterranean thermal layers can they ensure that the fresh water does not freeze and shatter its vats. To keep their preserved meats and vegetables from turning to stone, the foundation of the divine temple must breach the permafrost and descend another 2 meters. Do not stop stirring the mortar. We are low on snake fat ash. Go to the Tianwu workshop and demand more from Supervisor Sangji. Catch that thief, beat him to death. He stole salted meat from the storehouse. Halt. Stop right there. Arg! He is still shielding the meat. You wretched bastard! Death is upon you, yet you still dare to gorge yourself. With the white disaster ahead, food is life itself. To steal food is to steal the lives of every soul in the city. This city harbors no thieves. The theft of meat is a capital offense. Move aside. Let me see. He is of the Yuya clan. Those Yuya vermin of the great wilderness. The Yuya clan possesses no physical strength. Their combat prowess was meager. Yet they possessed wings and moved with incredible speed. In the eyes of the various tribes, the Yuya clan were but locusts upon the wasteland. They were thieves, despised by all. Beat him to death. Every member of the Yuya clan is a thief. Severely punish this grain-stealing thief. Apprehend him according to the laws of the heavenly palace. The divine city does not support thieves. The divine city does not support thieves. Hand him over to God Wuju. Everyone, stand back. Wait for the master of the house to set the decree. Stay your hand. You. What is your name? Wei Ya. Why did you steal? My sister is in a ruined temple 10 miles outside the city. She is on the verge of freezing to death. She suffers from a high fever. If she cannot have even a single mouthful of meat, or a single sip of salt water, she will not survive the night. Theft is theft. Do not use your weakness as an excuse. The divine city has its rules. As long as you are willing to labor, you can trade your work for hot soup and meat. Since you have the strength to scale the fences of the meat storehouse, why did you not register for work at the city gate? Work? Ha ha ha! I visited several tribes and begged them to let me work, and what was the result? The moment they saw the wings on my back, they drove me away with their spears. Your divine city speaks grandly of sheltering refugees. But would you truly take in a thief whose reputation has long since rotted? No, regardless of his plight. The 3 laws of the heavenly palace are clearly defined. The iron laws are as immovable as mountains. In the face of this bitter winter, the rules of the grain market must never be broken. If he is not severely punished, the thousands of residents in this city will all begin to use their hardships as an excuse. The order of the divine city would utterly collapse. According to the laws, he must be detained for trial, his rations suspended, and a heavy punishment inflicted to establish authority. Within Su Yan's world, the gray raven on the ground was no longer a filthy thief. Bone density, extremely low. Internal structure, hollow and honeycomb-like. Weight, a mere 30% of a human with the same physique. Wind speed and fluid perception, acutely sensitive. Visual system, anomalous. Dynamic vision and long-range focus adjustment, extraordinarily powerful. The divine city possesses walls and ballistae, but once the blizzards seal the mountains, the ground scouts cannot venture out at all. The warning towers provide only passive defense. Air superiority and high-altitude vision. These are the strategic resources the divine city lacks most. This youth of the feathered raven clan, whom everyone now despises, is a living radar sent to the divine city by the heavens themselves. He is a lifeline. Chief Shi Yan is correct. Theft is a capital offense within the divine city. The crime cannot be pardoned, nor can the punishment be light. However, I have never been one to make a losing deal. Severing one of your hands would grant the divine city nothing but a pool of foul blood and a useless corpse. There is no engineering benefit to be gained. Did you not say that no one was willing to give you work? Today, I shall grant you a task. Do you see that tower? From this day forth, you Grey Raven shall be the first high-altitude scout of my Tiangong divine city. These wings and eyes of yours shall no longer be wretched tools used for petty thievery. I want you to soar above the clouds every day and keep a vigilant watch over the north. Where the beast tides gather, where the blizzards pass, you must be the first in this city to see them. Wu Ya, will you do it or not? As long as there is value, even a thief can become a sharp blade for the God City. Our first high-altitude scout. Am I truly of use as well? I'll do it! I'll do it! As long as you can save my sister, this life of mine, these wings of Huiya, they shall belong to my lord from this day forth. Wherever you command me to look, there my gaze shall fall. Sangji, take her to wash herself clean. Give her 2 portions of the finest smoked meat. Dispatch a squad outside the city to bring her sister to the medical pavilion. Have Luning use the most precious medicines. Once she has eaten her fill, have her take to the skies immediately. The vanguard of the White Disaster could approach at any moment. I want a pair of eyes perpetually suspended above this God City. I am no longer an ant crawling through the mire. I am the eye of the skies for the God City. The Northern Shaman Lord has commanded me to keep a fixed, unwavering gaze upon the north. Ah. Chen Shu had transcended 800 years into the past, utilizing modern resources and knowledge to help the Bodhi Earthfine milk resolve its hidden perils. Ah, that is not blood. Thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands. They are all fleeing toward the south. This is no ordinary beast tide. This is an ecological collapse, driven before the white disaster like helpless prey. The Great Winter has arrived. Send word to the entire city. Accelerate all construction. Prepare to meet the enemy. The Windstone Formation is no band of refugees. Their bodies overflow with violent blood qi, as if they are patrolling their own domain. Such incredible speed. It is the White Wolf Clan. In the Great Wilderness, the White Wolf Clan are notorious marauders and conquerors. They believe only in absolute strength. Wherever they go, they leave nothing behind, like a swarm of locusts. We must notify the Divine City immediately. Everyone, cease registration at once. Fall back to both sides of the moat. Skybow Army, take formation. Or... So, this is the rumored Tiangong Divine City, the place that supposedly spares the young and offers plenty to eat and drink. The walls are certainly built high enough. Unfortunately, the ones guarding them are nothing but a group of useless trash who haven't even fully awakened their totems. I wondered who it was. If it isn't Yue Liu, that little fox from the Silver Fox clan who does nothing but lead his people into hiding. Back then, we White Wolves plundered your Silver Fox clan until you didn't even have enough grain to survive the winter. And now you have actually become a watchdog for this pathetic city. Shuangya, this is Tiangong Divine City. This is not a hunting ground where your White Wolf clan can run wild. If you wish to enter the city for refuge, you may. Ha ha ha, first lay down your arms. Register your numbers and specialties at the city gate. According to the 3 laws of Tiangong, you shall exchange your labor for sustenance. Ha ha ha, what did you say? Ha ha. Yeli, have you grown senile staying in this wretched place? In the Great Wilderness, the law has always been that the strong feast while the weak make way. Though our territory was scattered by the black tide, we remain the sharpest blade upon these desolate plains. Allowing the White Wolf clan to take residence is an honor for this city. That so-called Lord of your Tiangong should crawl out here personally. He should present the finest meats and the warmest chambers with both hands. Now, get out of this young master's way immediately. Whoever dares to block my path, I shall twist their head off and use it as a chamber pot. The rules of the Divine City. Those who do not obey, begun. You are courting death. Charge! Trample these blind fools into the dust. Even the Tiangong gold has been torn asunder. They are finally here. They have finally come, brothers. This turtle shell of the Tiangong sect. Today, we finally begin the slaughter. Raise the formation. These are no mere wooden shields from the Great Desolation. This is Xu Yan's creation, combining ancient phalanxes with modern mechanics. The Tiangong shield formation, specifically designed to withstand high-intensity impacts. Out of my way. How can this be possible? Again. Bastard. Arg. So you are the so-called shaman of Tangong. Do you lack the courage to descend and face me in a duel? Can you only hide atop your walls, using such insidious traps and trinkets to plot against me? Do you truly call yourself a warrior of the Great Desolation? A duel. It is true that in the Great Desolation, strength is revered above all. But you seem to have misunderstood one thing. Within the walls of this city, my walls are harder than your bones. My ballistae are swifter than your blades. Now I will give you one last chance. Dismount from your wolves immediately. Relinquish your weapons. Go to the city gate, form a line, and register. Or die standing beneath my ballistae, clinging to that ridiculous pride of yours. Young master, we cannot break through. Those are weapons capable of slaying rank 6 beast kings. Xu Yan's words utterly shattered the law of the jungle worldview that Shuang Ya had built over 20 years. The White Wolf clan is willing to disarm. We will line up and register. Wei Li, record them in the registry. Form lines and register. The captured wolves are to be confined to the beast pens for centralized management. Since the White Wolf clan possesses such abundant energy, then from this day forward, the deepest permafrost layer of the inner city's underground granary shall be their responsibility to excavate. If they fail to excavate the daily quota of frozen earth, they shall not be issued their meat broth for the day. Understood. Relying on their powerful physiques, the White Wolf clan displayed an astonishing efficiency in infrastructure construction. Along with the Horned Ox clan and the Feathered Duck clan, the influx of the White Wolf clan and various scattered exiles caused the population of Looming City to experience an explosive growth. Bastards, by what right does your White Wolf clan seize our Horned Ox clan's lime carts? In a scramble, whoever has the greater strength claims the prize. You are berberous weaklings. Do not deserve to use the best carts. The ethnic discrimination and blood feuds that had plagued the Great Desolation for millennia were now clashing violently within these narrow city walls. Halt! All of you! Do you wish to taste the laws of the Heavenly Palace? Listen, I can slay ferocious beasts. But I cannot cut through the ancient grudges of thousands. These multi-tribal conflicts are spiraling out of control. They are monsters of our own making. Xu Yan. Things cannot continue like this. There are now thousands of people from 5 different tribes within the city. Every day, dozens of conflicts erupt over tools, positions by the heated floors, or even a single glance. The 3 laws of the Heavenly Palace can govern life and death, but they cannot govern the hearts of men. Shimeng's axe alone cannot suppress the generational feuds of thousands. In the founding of a city-state, building walls is easy, but settling hearts is difficult. Pass down my orders. Halt the paving of the inner city square. Gather all the premium ironwood here. I intend to build a multi-tribal council hall. From this moment forward, the Divine City shall not only build walls, it shall also begin to forge the rules. In the Great Desolation, the rule is to speak with one's fists. To reshape the order within the Great Famine, I shall establish a rule for them to speak with their words. Inform the leaders of every tribe. Henceforth, all contradictions, resource allocations, and lingering vendettas shall be resolved at the round table of the council hall. Regardless of a tribe's strength or weakness, as long as they have shed sweat for the Divine City, they are entitled to send a representative to that table. Should anyone dare to draw a blade beneath the table, I shall strike their name from the entire wasteland. From this moment forward, Xu Yan is building more than just a city. He was personally reshaping the very laws of civilization across the Great Desolation. Meanwhile, hundreds of miles away from Looming City, deep within the northern reaches, the wasteland royal court was also shrouded in the shadow of the White Disaster. The divine riders had arrived. The king's will was inviolable. She was originally the saintess of the Qingluan clan. After her tribe was annexed by the Redbone King, to protect the survivors of her people, she was forced to become a bird trapped in a cage. What is it, Duo? Are you feeling the cold? Mother, today I overheard those black-robed priests from the temple, speaking with Father. They said the White Disaster is the wrath of the beast god, because the snow outside is far too heavy. The oracle said that commoners are no longer enough, that it requires the most noble of royal bloodline to appease the great beast. Mother, are they planning to cast me into the holy fire? Is that it? Do not speak such nonsense. As long as I am here, no one shall lay a finger on you. In the old world ruled by the Redbone King and the Beast God Temple, the weak were nothing more than consumables. He understood that even those of royal blood could become mere bargaining chips in the exchange of power. Mother, I heard the slave guards outside whispering. They said that in the far, far south there is a place called the Divine City of the Heavenly Palace. They say its walls are higher than mountains, and there is, most importantly, if what they say is true, that the Lord known as the Shaman of the Heavenly Palace never throws children into the fire to feed the beast god. Mother, in this world, does a place truly exist that requires no sacrifices? A place where a child can grow up in peace? Mother does not know what that place is truly like. But if it exists, even if Mother must stake her very life, I will send you there. This massive camp, built upon the skeletal remains of an ancient giant beast, represented the pinnacle of violence and absolute power within the great wilderness. You are telling me that on those southern wastelands, where not even a bird would deign to land, a city has appeared out of thin air. Reporting to the great... It is the absolute truth. That city is called the Tiangong Divine City. Its walls are over 5 meters high, constructed from gray-white stone, rammed so firmly that even an 8th-grade ferocious beast could not breach them. Within their city, they have an endless supply of refined salt, smoked meats that never rot, and a terrifying type of heavy ballista that can slay giant beasts without the need for totem power. Most bizarre of all is the leader who calls himself the Tiangong Shaman. Not only does he refuse to sacrifice the younglings, but he also provides sanctuary to the scattered remnants of weak, exiled tribes. The survivors of the Antler, White Wolf, and Silver Fox tribes have already defected to him. The city's population has nearly exceeded 3,000. A population of nearly 3,000. They have city walls, granaries, and salt cellars, and even ballistas. I support tens of thousands here in the royal court, worrying every day over provisions until I am driven to the brink of madness. Yet he, a mere unknown rogue shaman, to think they have actually constructed a treasury. Ha 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 ha. Great king, this man cannot be allowed to live. That shaman of the Heavenly Palace openly proclaims that sacrifices are unnecessary. This is the ultimate blasphemy against the beast god. If this so-called divine city is not reduced to ash, and that shaman bound to a pyre and sacrifice to the heavens, the king's court will be cursed. Silence, you charlatan old dog. I sit firmly upon this throne, by the strength of the blade in my hand. Not because of the oracles spewed by your temple. What a waste it would be to burn such a city. Tai Lan. Present. Take your iron pine vanguard. March south immediately. Lay siege to that heavenly palace divine city. Tell that shaman of theirs to hand over the blueprints for the walls, the keys to every granary, the methods for crafting ballistae, and then send that foxkin woman in charge to the king's court as a hostage. I may then show mercy and allow them to become vassals of my court. And if they refuse, then slaughter the city. Put every man to the sword. Chain the women and craftsmen and drag them back to the king's court. Such is the law of the great wilderness. Great treasures belong only to the truly powerful. Thailand obeys your command. Thailand wasted no words. Shifting on her heel, she strode out of the tent, leaving behind the sweltering heat of the braziers. She vanished into the swirling blizzard. The temperature of the great wilderness was plummeting at a rate that defied all natural laws. Patriarch, we can dig no further. The ground is too hard. The clansmen worked for 2 days and nights straight. Their hands were raw and bleeding, yet the underground grain cellar was still less than 3 meters deep. Last night, in the northern tent district, 5 wounded men failed to survive and froze to death. The bitter cold is ruthlessly reaping the fragile lifeline of the divine city. More than 30 degrees below zero. Physical stamina is depleting 5 times faster than at normal temperatures. If this forced construction continues, before the deep cellar is even finished, every soul in the city will have perished. Divine punishment. This is divine punishment. It is the curse of the beast god, that Tiangongwu has desecrated the beast god. He obstructed the living sacrifices. If this persists, we will all be thrown to ice sculptures. Only by offering sacrifices to the deity once more can the divine wrath be appeased. Beast god, stay your anger. Bring no more calamities upon us. Leave the demon city. Only by pleading with the gods again can we find a path to survival. The resolve of the snow people is on the verge of shattering. Spies from the old temple are inciting panic. If the problem of warmth cannot be resolved immediately, we will collapse from within long before the people of the royal court arrive. Divine punishment? Divine punishment is laughable. In a backward civilization, the only weapon to defeat superstition is a physical miracle that exceeds the limits of their understanding. Halt all open-air excavation work. What? Summon the engineering battalion. Abandon the deep excavation of the grain cellars. Transfer everything to those 3 newly constructed communal dorms in the west of the city. Sheen, take all the stockpiled firewood and the blackstone mined yesterday to that location. Understood! Sangji, ensure those exhaust pipes built of mud and lime are sealed tight. Not a single wisp of smoke must leak into the rooms. It shall be done. There is not even a single beast skin mat. Sleeping upon them would be colder than lying on ice. Whether it is cold or not is for me to decide. In half an hour, gather all the elderly, the younglings, and the frostbitten, and move every single patient into those 3 earthen buildings. Look, Tiangongwu has surely lost his mind. Not only can he not save us, but he intends to lock us within those earthen huts to freeze to death. What is the meaning of this? This is the price of defying the beast god. Is he truly courting death? You shall find out soon enough. Ignite the fires. Order everyone inside. Understood. What? It is so warm. It is actually hot. This heat is real. It truly is warm. Within the span of a single incense stick, the temperature of the entire room rose from sub-zero to the balmy warmth of early summer. I feel alive again. I can move my hands once more. We are saved. Ha ha ha. Divine punishment? Open your eyes and see the truth. Was it the beast god you pleaded with who granted you this warmth? Or was it I, with my mud-built, heated brick beds, who saved your lives? Here, in the divine city of Tiangong, If the gods will not grant it to you, then I shall create it myself. If anyone dares spread another word of this divine punishment nonsense within this city, I will strip them bare and bind them to the city walls, and let them ask the beast god himself if he feels the cold. In that moment, the hearts of the people were not only steadied, but were forged together by Shu Yan's divine tier engineering. Ah. 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 The dogs of the royal court, they certainly have keen noses. I have only just heated the hearth, and already they come to seek their deaths. Heavenly Bow Army, mount the walls. Slay! Draw the winches to their limit. Prepare to receive our guests. How can this be the dilapidated camp of an exiled tribe? The great king's intelligence was flawed. This is no mere wilderness camp. It is a fortress of war. Listen, those upon the walls. I am Thailand Vanguard General of the Wasteland Royal Court. I come by the command of King Chigu to take possession of this camp. Tell that so-called heavenly shaman of yours to crawl out and answer me. Hand over the blueprints for the walls, the keys to the granaries, and the ballistae. Furthermore, take the women of your ruling Hu tribe and send them to the royal court as hostages. King Chigu may then show mercy and grant you the honor of becoming vassals to the royal court. Otherwise, when the great army descends, on the day the city falls, not even the chickens or dogs shall be spared. Send them to the royal court as hostages. The royal court intends to turn the divine city into a mere vassal. Protect the general. Arg! With such range and power, never mind the armor they wear. Even if an 8th rank ferocious beast were to appear, it would be instantly run through. Return and tell King Chigu. My Tiangong divine city does not take slaves, nor do we serve as anyone's dogs. If he truly covets my city, then now take your men and get out of my ballistae's range. If you take so much as half a step further, this bolt will be pinned through your throat. Tiangong Wu, your arrogance will not last. Once the royal court's main force arrives, I shall see how you intend to hold them back. All troops, retreat. Fall back 10 Lai and set up camp. We await the arrival of the great king's main force. The foreign enemies had retreated for the time being, but the hidden perils within the divine city, under the strain of extreme weather and grueling labor, began to fester like a malignant ulcer. I'm done, I'm quitting, I truly cannot dig any further. The ground is frozen harder than stone. We have been digging for 6 days straight. Do you have any idea how many have died? Now even the royal court's army is pressing upon us. Yet we are still digging these useless pits. Is this not merely waiting for death? He's right. Why must we keep digging? This is no ordinary white disaster. He claimed the white disaster of the Great Wilderness only occurs once every 30 years. There are clearly 3 years remaining until its arrival. This is nothing more than a premature autumn snowfall. That shaman of the Heavenly Lord is deceiving us. He is manufacturing panic over a year of calamity, simply to treat us as his unpaid slaves, to force us to build his city day and night without rest. In the end, we will be worked to death. We revolt. We will work no longer. We demand rest. All of you, silence. Pick up your shovels. Let them stop. In the field of engineering management, Lasish, when a construction crew harbors fundamental doubts regarding the blueprints, relying on the whip is futile. The root of the issue is not laziness, but a rupture of trust. One must present absolute undeniable data. You claim this is not the white disaster. You say this is merely an ordinary blizzard, that I am manufacturing panic to enslave you. Shi Meng, Shuang Yang. Take 10 of your most elite brothers. Today, I shall grant you a lesson in the natural sciences, a lesson on the collapse of an ecosystem. Understood. Dig down, right here. We can dig no further. The earth is frozen solid. Use the pine torches to soften the soil and continue digging. I want you to dig to a depth of 3 meters. Stop. Ah! What is that? This is a Zundi Hongwu. Ah. Indeed, the earth-drilling red centipede, the lowest-tier arthropod of the Great Wilderness. During an ordinary winter, they need only burrow half a meter underground to survive the season in safety. But now they have burrowed 3 meters deep in a desperate struggle for survival. They are fleeing the absolute zero that is about to descend upon the surface. Ah. Do you truly believe they are merely hiding from the autumn snow? Those are profound icebergs. The profound icebird is a divine avian that thrives in the bitterest cold. They never leave the far north. Why then would they flee toward the south? Because there are no longer any living things left in the far north. The premature awakening of the calamity-tide beast king has completely torn apart the geothermal layers of the north. This is no mere early snowfall. In 70 days at most. Every scrap of food on the surface not stored in a climate-controlled cellar will turn to stone. Every dwelling without a heated hearth will become an icy tomb. Now, who among you still believes I am enslaving you? Speak. He finally understood. This man was not merely building a city. He was seizing life from the very heavens and earth. The White Wolf tribe is ready to follow the Shaman Lord's every command. We shall fight to the death and never retreat. The Antler tribe swears to follow the Heavenly Palace Shaman until death. When the primal fear of survival was fully ignited, they transformed into the most terrifying of construction-obsessed zealots. Who still speaks of slavery? Curse that tail shaman! To think he could actually discern the celestial portents. I intended to use their resentment to tear this city asunder from within. I never expected that shaman to instead bind the hearts of the entire city into a single cord. Since intimidation has failed, this high priest shall show you the true meaning of divine retribution. Do they not pride themselves on their cleanliness? Keep a close watch on the bamboo well used for filtering water in the outer city. I shall transform this pure divine city into a purgatory of pestilence. Last night, I finally slept in warmth. Hurry, the labor camp is waiting to boil the porridge. Move faster, they are waiting at the labor camp to cook the porridge. Understood, I am coming. Why does this water seem a bit turbid? There are still people waiting behind us to draw water. Hurry up, everyone is waiting for their turn. Agoo. Agoo. Agoo! Agoo! What has happened to you? He has collapsed as well. Something is wrong over there too. Shen Bao. It is divine punishment. The curse of the beast god has descended. Look, everyone. This is the fate of those who follow a false shaman. Spirits of the gods. The Tiangong shaman has defied the laws of our ancestors. By refusing to sacrifice the young, they have enraged the gods above. The gods have sent down a plague. They have turned our water into poison. Beast god, please appease your wrath. If we remain in this demonic city any longer, we shall all rot away until we are dead. Silence. Who dares to spread such inflammatory lies? Step aside, get back, move. No one is permitted to touch this well. The shaman master has arrived. The shaman master is here. Lu Ning. He was also one of the rare healers in the Great Desolation, who understood the use of medicinal herbs. After he entered the city, he was directly appointed by Xu Yan as the overseer of the first camp in the Divine City. Witchmaster, there is something strange about this water. Everyone who drank it has collapsed. The ghost shaman has arrived. Everyone, do not fear him. He has deceived us. This is a plague brought down by the beast god. His mud walls may hold back wild beasts, but can they block an invisible plague? How foolishly overconfident. What utter nonsense is this plague? The source lies at the bottom of the well. This is no natural mutation. It is a crude concoction made by human hands. Divine punishment? If the beast god possesses only this meager skill in poisoning, then he is hardly worthy of being called a god. Lu Ning? Use your silver herb to test the divine aura within this water. Ah, the herb has turned black. It has turned black. This is no plague. A plague requires time to manifest, and it would never cause silver leaf herb to blacken instantly. This is man-made contamination. The poisoning was done by a person. It was the work of a human. Nonsense. You are committing sacrilege against the gods. Who could possibly spread poison within the divine city? Who possesses such capability as to tamper with things under the very eyes of the divine city? This is clearly a lie you fabricated to cover up the divine punishment. You truly will not shed a tear until you see the coffin, will you? My lord, I am here. Shimeng. Prepare animal skins, charcoal, fine sand, a clay pot, and a fire. I want them to see it with their own eyes. I will show them exactly what this so-called divine punishment really is. Clear a circle. Stand back. Look closely. This so-called divine punishment will first pass through here. The color is faded, but it is not yet clean. Can divine punishment truly be blocked by mere sand and charcoal? It is not over yet. Bring it to a boil and cook it dry as you command. Make the fire stronger. Heavens. That is enough. Open your dog eyes and look closely. These are the contaminated residues left behind after being purged by the heat. Can a plague be boiled down into a mere powder? Can divine punishment be filtered out by charcoal? This is impossible. Ah! He is deceiving us. Shimeng, seize him and search his person. Ha! Ha! How dare you! Ha! He has it on him as well. The culprit and the evidence are both here. He was the one who did it. Don't kill me. I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. It was Great Priest Heiyu. The temple sent me. They said this city was disrespectful to the beast god. They said that if we created the illusion of a plague, we could force everyone to flee the city. To think the temple actually plotted to ruin us all. And we worship them as gods. They treat us as nothing more than blades of grass. To hell with the gods. Take them into custody. Seal the evidence. Seal off every well. Purge them one by one. Shaman, Lord. Something is wrong. What is it? Go. Ah. Poison. No, this isn't right. The toxin has mutated. Last night's extreme deep cold has altered the progression of the poison. Cough, cough, cough. Speak clearly. Those who were stricken just now, it is because this morning's draft of water was the most concentrated, but the water was already tainted as of yesterday afternoon. It is no longer a mere poison. It has become a pulmonary plague that spreads among the people. They all drank the water yesterday. Despite all our calculations, we overlook the catalyst of the extreme cold. We cannot allow them to disperse. In a world devoid of medicine, a true plague is more terrifying than 10 Shigyu kings. Place the entire city under martial law. Seal off the outer city. Detain anyone suffering. Shimeng led his men to don thick masks made of beast hide. Clear out the unfinished great halls with heated brick beds in the western part of the city. Establish a mandatory quarantine zone. Lu Ning, boil the water. Understood. Fall back. No one is permitted to draw water. All water must be boiled before it is distributed uniformly. From this moment forth, not a single person in this city is permitted to drink a drop of raw water. Let me through. My family is inside. Get back behind the line. Back behind the line. No one is to wander. Everyone remain in your designated areas. If you value your life, do not move recklessly. Should anyone dare to breach the checkpoint and bring the plague into the inner city, I will personally order the ballista to fire. Divide into units according to my lord's command. First, separate those suffering from the most severe coughing. Enter one by one. This time, the Reaper of the Great Wilderness did not come bearing blades and swords. Instead, he brought an invisible pestilence, and he has pushed open the gates of the Tiangong Divine City. Quick, cover those vines and leaves with wood ash, then use quicklime to bury this floor tile completely. No one is to set foot upon it. By order of the Shaman Lord. The area within 100 paces of the quarantine zone is hereby declared a restricted forbidden land. Locking us in such sweltering mudhouses, it is as if you are roasting our souls in the depths of purgatory. My son's body is already burning with fever. How can you force him to lie upon a heated brickbed? Step aside. The baptism of the gale. Do you think they are not dying fast enough? Or do you believe the thousands of lives in this city have lasted too long? A baptism of the gale? It shall purify all. Sending patients with lung fever into a gale dozens of degrees below zero is not a cure. It is seeking death. Once the lungs freeze and rupture into a massive hemorrhage, not even the gods themselves could save them. His pulse has stabilized. He is alive. He has truly returned from the brink. 3 days. It is finally over. Xuyan. 0 new cases. The wedding ceremony has been called off. Is sampled. Tian Kongwu has blocked the path of the god of death. To hell with the beast god's curse. Tian Kongwu is our true god. Well done. You may now be considered a qualified head of a medical hall. Had the homeowner not insisted on using the heated brick bed to maintain the temperature, my medicinal herbs would have had no effect at all. The countdown to the white disaster continues to tick away. The project to heighten the outer city walls must not cease for a single moment. Xuyan, although the plague has been suppressed, trouble has erupted at the labor camp in the north. The White Wolf tribe and the Silver Fox tribe have come to blows. It was Yuan Ying. Shuang Ya has lost his temper. He claims the White Wolf tribe has contributed the most to our efforts. Yet the beast hides were first distributed to the Silver Fox scouts guarding the towers and walls. He is convinced the Silver Fox tribe is intentionally strangling the life out of the White Wolves. He went so far as to insult the Silver Fox tribe, calling them a weak race. He even wounded an elder of the Silver Fox tribe who tried to bar his path to the council hall. Today, I shall teach him a lesson. I will show him what it means to abide by the rules, and that all races are equal. Shuangyang. Do you believe Yaluo is withholding the iron-back beast leather armor from you, merely to settle a personal vendetta? Is it not so? The ironback hide is the thickest and most wind-resistant. We of the White Wolf tribe are breaking ice in frozen cellars 10 meters underground. Ours is the coldest and most grueling labor in the entire city. By what right are we denied the thickest armor? You, Shuangya, do you realize the consequences if you had actually seized that batch of ironback beast hides today? Of course, you would not be the one freezing. But the moment your work stops or you change shifts and step above ground, the freezing winds, dozens of degrees below zero, would instantly strip away every bit of warmth from your clothing. The sweat clinging to your skin would turn to ice in a heartbeat. That heavy leather armor you fought so desperately to snatch, it would not be a lifesaver but an icy coffin. For those who must stand guard at the sentry towers and outer walls, facing the biting gale, remaining motionless for long hours. That is the equipment truly meant to save their lives. That is why Yu Luo allocated the ironback beast hide to the Silver Fox and Feather Duck tribes, Qi, to whom were the Grey Wolf hides given. This was no personal vendetta. It was the most rational distribution for the sake of survival. Now, do you still wish to seize that batch of leather armor? Do you intend to murder your own clansmen? I did not know. Enemy attack. The god-seeking judgment warriors have used the blizzard as cover to reach the foot of the outer wall. They have already raised fire ladders against the city. This meeting is over. Sound the highest alarm across the entire city. Gao Ya Shimeng, take up your weapons. Follow me to the wall to face the enemy. Climb up, kill everyone in sight, leave neither chicken nor dog alive. What? The dogs of the temple have crawled a long, hard way. Clear the field. For the gods, fight to the death, never retreat. Second defensive line, the fire oil array. Release arrows. Arg. 9th rank profound ice beast armor. Shuangyang, I have granted you this opportunity to atone for your crimes through service. Scum of the temple. Get the hell down from there. Exhilarating, again. Shuyan, you heretic of the god ascension. Wrath of the beast god! Great king, awaken at once. What kind of monster is that? Nothing but deceptive parlor tricks. It has lost all muscular elasticity and the support of its vital blood and chi. This pile of scrap metal dares to call itself an engineering beast? Shatter for me. Ballista Battalion. Engage at full operational capacity. Arr! Shuyan. Just you wait. That old dog Lord Wu won't get far. I'm going after him to take his head. There is no need to pursue him. There is no meaning in killing a stray dog. Spare his life. Let him crawl back to the royal court to deliver the news to the Qi kingdom. Pass down the order. Clear the battlefield. Tomorrow morning, we commence the full expansion of the eastern city. You old trash. You took hundreds of elites with you, yet you couldn't even scale a simple earthen city. You still have the audacity to return and face me? Great king, this was no ordinary defeat. This is an omen of the beast god's wrath. Disaster strikes and the clan's morale falters. Only the highest tier royal blood ritual can truly restore stability to the people. The youngest princess, Duo. If you dare push Duo toward the sacrificial altar once more, I shall ensure you never speak again. Qi Ling sheathed her blade. If it can stabilize the royal court and pacify the hearts of the clan, then the sacrifice of a single daughter is a small price to pay. Royal father! Your Majesty, wait. The true strength of the Heavenly Palace Divine City is difficult to fathom. Thailand's vanguard has met with defeat, and the High Priest is gravely wounded. If we rashly offer sacrifices and mobilize our forces now, should the war reach a stalemate, the royal court's provisions will not survive the coming white frost. I shall go. Very well, I will give you 3 days. If you fail to return within 3 days with the letter of surrender and the blueprints, then Duo must ascend the altar of sacrifice. I thank your Majesty. It is turning on its own. How ignorant, making a fuss over nothing. This is known as the conversion of hydraulic potential energy. Report, a contingent has been sighted to the north, flying the banners of the Wasteland Royal Court. Their leader is a woman. Open the side gate and allow them entry. State your name, your tribe, and the number of your party. Take this token and proceed to heated chamber number 3 to receive your hot porridge and smoked meat. How can this be possible? To live like this, without the need for sacrifice? Without the need for a deity's blessing, and without the need for bloody offerings. Such is the power of the Heavenly Palace Divine City. Have you seen enough? So you are the envoy from the royal court. You seek the blueprints, the ballistae, and the keys to the granaries. I am Qing Yuan, a consort of the royal court. I have not come to negotiate a surrender. I have come to beg you to save a life. I am not one of the Red Valley King's men. Tomorrow at high noon, the old temple will take Duo away. The troop dispositions, supply routes, and temple entrance are all detailed here. Save her, and the royal court's core intelligence shall be yours. The girl can be saved. But from this moment forth, you are the eyes of the divine city within the royal court. Once the supply routes are severed, the royal court will fall into absolute chaos. Shimeng, Shuangya, present. Your subordinate is here. Select 50 of your fastest and most fearless White Wolf cavalry. Each man is to carry 3 days' worth of rations and frigid fire oil. Depart before nightfall. Execute a forced march through the night to raid the royal court. You will provide aerial navigation. Bypass the main perimeter patrols and lead the White Wolf cavalry directly to the sacrificial altar. At the moment the fire is lit tomorrow at noon, I want you to rescue that girl and trample upon the dignity of those charlatans from the old temple. To dare touch a member of my Tiangong divine city, I shall personally dismantle their altar. The White Wolf clan obeys your command. If I fail to return with the little princess, I Shuangya shall present my own head. Ha ha ha, the divine flames? Before the scientific extinguishers of Tiangong divine city, they are utterly insignificant. Those who stand in my way shall perish. Slay. They have surrounded us. Brothers, ignite the flames. Char. Ha! Thailand, pursue them. In this world, there truly exists a city that can survive without sacrificing the weak. Wind and snow have completely sealed off Tiangong divine city. The inventory of last night's spoils of war is complete. Duo has already awakened in the infirmary. Qi Lian has begun purging the loyalists of King Chigu within the vanguard camp. As expected, this is the White Wolf clan's patriarchal seal, surrendered by Shuangyan. From this day forth, the White Wolf clan is officially incorporated into the Tiangong Army's standing cavalry regiment. Have him lead his men tomorrow to assist the Ti Hong clan in mining the northern mineral veins. Since they have been incorporated, they should not expect a free meal. Tiangong, Uncle Tiangong. Will you send Duo back? In the royal court, Duo was nothing more than a sacrificial offering. There is no beast god here, nor is there an altar. As long as you stand within Tiangong divine city, no one has the right to decree your death, not even King Chigu. Even if the gods in the heavens wish to take you away, they must first ask if my tens of thousands of crossbow bolts agree. What about Mother Consort? Your Mother Consort is currently performing the most important task on this wasteland. The person was not rescued, and 500 elites were lost. Tiangong Divine City possesses repeating ballistae and monstrous weapons that erupt into instantaneous flames. The White Wolf cavalry charged the formation with suicidal resolve. Yet the vanguard could not even draw near. A pack of useless trash. Great King, the peace negotiations have failed. Tiangong is simply not human. They have captured the entire diplomatic mission, and even dared to proclaim that if you so much as step within 100 miles of the Divine City, they will destroy the royal court's granaries and seize your kin. Issue the king's decree. All vassals and all forces must mobilize within 3 days. Abandon the royal court. The entire army shall march south. King Chigu has taken the bait. Shuangyang, tell Tai Lin to drive that army of 30,000 toward the cliffs of the Blackwater River. Drive them mercilessly. These are Chinese characters. Could it be that I am not the first to transmigrate into this world? Something has happened to the Shaman Lord. The Northern Patrol discovered a second city upon the wasteland. That city is named Tiangong City. In an age of prosperity, one must first fortify the city walls. This is my spot. Nonsense. I slept here last night. You nearly shoved your tail into my face. That is because you are a restless sleeper. Who took my animal hide? It wasn't taken, it was borrowed. Borrowed my foot. How many times has this been? The third time today. I suddenly feel that a beast tide would be easier to deal with than this. Who is the ringleader of this trouble? Step forward. Me. And me. Count me in as well. Fine. Just you wait until I fetch the shaman lord. Whoever fights again will sleep in the snow tonight. Grain, firewood, animal hides, and medicinal herbs. Drink. Wait, just you. What are you doing? If you do not eat, I fear you will starve to death before anyone in the divine city does. Since when did you become so silver-tongued? I learned it from you. Ah, I am absolutely furious. Why did you not let me appear in the previous episode? Is it because there are too many beauties around you that you have forgotten me? Assemble! Witch mother, something terrible has happened. What is it? Did I come at an inopportune time? Are the tribes fighting again? How did you know? Enough of your incessant blathering. Move. What is the cause of this commotion? I was here first. But my child is ill. We patrolled for the entire night. And yet upon our return, there is not even a warm place for us to rest. Yue Li has arrived. Yanshu of the Black Feather Tribe has participated in the construction of the city wall for 19 days. Transported 376 baskets of stone. Priority. Asang of the Venomous Barefoot Tribe raised 3 younglings. Participated in sewing beast hides for 28 days. Priority. Grade A. Wulai of the White Wolf Tribe conducted 12 patrols. Priority. Grade A. Ya of the Fox Tribe cared for 11 patients. Priority. Grade A. Every deed they had performed, the Divine City had actually recorded it all. From this day forth, the distribution of warmth shall be allocated based on contribution. The elderly, the younglings, and the sick shall have their basic needs guaranteed first. Those who repair the walls, those who transport stone, and those who patrol the night, as well as those who care for the wounded, shall be entered into the ledger according to their contributions. Grade A shall be at the front, Grade B behind, and Grade C shall follow. As your rank rises, you shall move closer to the warmth. Should your contributions dwindle, you shall be moved back. Now, let me finish. Who supports this? Who opposes? I support it. I didn't quite catch what this rule is called. Civilization. It is called civilization. Then what exactly is civilization? I want to see how you weave this tale. Civilization means that in the past, whoever had the hardest fist slept by the firewall. What is the difference now? Now, no matter how hard your fist may be, it cannot match the charcoal pencil in Yueli's hand. Of course, the Shaman Master's words are equally firm. Ha ha ha, Shaman Master Batu has returned. I have returned to the land of the living. I nearly froze to death. Merchants fear the cold, too. Nonsense. I am not a monster draped in bear skins like you. Ha ha, Shaman Master, something has happened. Something happens every time you arrive. People have begun to flee the royal court. How many? 800 in the first wave. And there are more behind them. They say they would rather come to Luming City to dig cesspools. The Divine City's true trial has arrived. Previously, the question was how to survive. Now the question is how to ensure everyone survives together. They have arrived, Varied. And it appears there are more than 800. Watu. You swindling merchant, what sort of intelligence did you provide? Yesterday you said there were 800. Today they gathered another 200 on the road. These refugees are actually growing in number as they march, and their ranks will only continue to swell. It is as if they are spawning like a litter of beasts. Master, a problem has arisen. The granary, correct? According to the original plan, the granary could have lasted 42 days. But if there are another 1,000 mouths to feed, only 28 days remain. And if another 1,000 come, 19 days. Cease these calculations. I am beginning to feel hungry. Be silent, you alone eat as much as 4 men. It is not my fault I grew to this size. True, even as a child, you were like a little wild boar. Ha ha ha, Uncle Sue. Stand up. Here, this is for you. Why are you giving this to me? My mother said you haven't been eating well lately. I will share half with you. Heavens, I am moved. I believe something has gotten into my eye. Sand in the middle of winter? Thank you, Uncle Shu. Why are there so many people outside? Is it because they no longer have homes either? My mother used to say the wasteland was not always like this. Back then, several tribes would fight until nightfall just for a single sip of fresh water. For a single piece of dried meat, men would fight until they could no longer lift their arms. But then, Uncle Sue arrived. He made those who fought for water dig irrigation channels. He made those who fought for fire build heated brick beds. He made those who fought for grain record their names upon the wooden ledgers. Mother says the most difficult thing in this world is not lighting a fire, but finding someone willing to share the flame. Uncle Sue, will those people outside also receive a share of the fire? They will. Because this is now our collective home. Name, Shanya. Your skills? Hunting. Next. Name? Lao Muto. Your skills? Building houses. Digging trenches. Constructing bridges. Managing irrigation. I can also farm. Truly? Ha ha ha. Ha! You brat, you are still alive. Something has happened to the master. A city has been discovered. What city? A city like ours? This place is 7 days' journey from the Divine City. It used to be a deserted stone valley. Now it has city walls and farmlands. There are even patrols. Impossible. In the wasteland, no one knows how to farm except for those in the Divine City. I saw it with my own eyes. How many people? At least 5,000. 5,000. In the past, that would have already been considered a massive tribe. Could it be that some shaman suddenly attained enlightenment? Do you think enlightenment is like defecating, something that happens whenever you please? Can you not speak with more civility? Take your feet off the table before you speak to me of civility. Is that place called Shigu City? How did you get in here? I simply walked in. You know of that place? I know a little. I passed through it in my youth, but it was later abandoned. Afterward, I heard that people had ventured inside, but none ever returned. Why didn't you speak up sooner? None of you asked. I believe we should send someone to investigate. I disagree. What if it is a trap, and what if they are friends? Fang Yuan actually has friends? Those words are far too hurtful. Do I even share any sentiment with you? You do. You still owe me 3 pieces of dried meat. I have suddenly realized that as our numbers grow, holding these meetings is truly more exhausting than slaying beasts. Drink. Why is this not meat broth? Yue said you have put on some weight recently. I didn't. You're saying it now. That place is no longer a wasteland. Though it is not yet the sowing season, the scale of the development is already apparent. You are worried about that city. Somewhat. What if they are enemies? Then we shall find a way to deal with them. And if they are friends, then they may be more significant than any enemy. If there is another person in this world who understands the principles of construction and order, their significance would far outweigh the victory of 100 battles. Where is old Mutu? He was here just a moment ago. He has slipped away again. He is over there. Ah, what is he doing? This side is a bit low, that side is a bit high. Ah, the water is flowing smoothly now. Who is he, truly? Meh, just an old man on the verge of starvation. This old man is certainly no ordinary person. My lord, we have discovered the name of that city. What is it called? Tiangong City. Tiangong City, are you certain? Positive. Just who exactly are you? A mere refugee possessing such craftsmanship, such skill. Yesterday, you modified 3 of my drainage channels. Today, you repaired the collapsed reservoir. And just now, you even salvaged the latrine Xiongli designed. What do you mean, the latrine I designed? That was an accident. You built the men's and women's sections in reverse. Do they not look exactly the same? Ha ha ha, this lad has a bright future. Who are you insulting? Ha ha ha. Let us talk. Talk about what? The drainage channels? The reservoir? The latrine? Can we please stop mentioning the latrine? As I suspected, you possess true understanding. It is not always a blessing for a youth to be so clever. You have seen these things before. Where? Tiangong City. Human. This is how the character is written. Sister Lu Ning. Why must we learn to read and write? Because in the future, you should be capable of more than just hunting, and you should not be destined only to flee from famine. You will be able to record many things, and leave that knowledge for the generations to come. Does that mean no one will ever forget my mother? Indeed, she shall never be forgotten. This old man has integrated himself better than even I have lately. What's more, he eats less than you do. Those words carry little weight, yet the insult is profound. Tell me of Tiangong City. If it truly exists, then they must possess technology similar to our own, yet developed far earlier. Why then, have they never appeared? Because they do not dare. It is not that they do not wish to emerge. It is that they dare not. Why? Because back then, Tiangong City had merely unified the wasteland. Later, it was annihilated. Wait, what did you just say? I said that city was once 10 times larger than the current divine city. But in the end, it's still lost. Who exactly are you? The last artisan of Tiangong City, Mu Sheng. Wait, are you not a refugee? Then how can you be an artisan? Can an artisan not be a refugee? Many years ago, there was once a city in the wasteland. At that time, there were not so many tribes, nor was there the current royal court. There was only Tiangong City. There were roads, bridges, irrigation canals, and granaries. People did not freeze to death in the winter. People did not die of thirst in the summer. The elderly were cared for. The children were educated. The wounded were tended to. Is that not exactly like us? That is why, when I first entered this city, I thought I had died. I thought I had returned to Tiangong City. Your words are quite frightening. It sounds a bit like a ghost story. Are there latrines in ghost stories? It seems there truly are not. What happened afterward? Afterward, they were too strong. Is being strong not a good thing? For Tiangong City, it was not. It is because they allowed too many people to survive. As more and more people fled into Tiangong City, the tribes were emptied of their people. The royal court was left with no subjects. The priests lost their humanity. Even the beast god temple could no longer collect their sacrifices. Is this not a good thing? For the commoners, it is a blessing. But for those who stand high above, it is not. Thus they allied with the royal court, the priests, and the nobility. All the great tribes have joined forces to besiege Tiangong City. Surely they aren't fighting over heated beds again? No, they are fighting over people. The group of refugees who just entered the city have started a brawl. Two women are fighting over a single man. Has the divine city already progressed to such a state? You said you liked me yesterday. I said I was grateful to you. Is gratitude not the same as liking someone? Then why did you give me meat broth yesterday? Because you had fainted from hunger. Exactly. You definitely like me. Why does this logic seem so familiar? I was just as shameless in my youth. To manage 3,000 people, perhaps the greatest enemy is not the royal court, but the bizarre logic of these fellows. Ha ha. Are you finished with your spectacle? Very well. Since you are so energetic, starting tomorrow, the three of you will go and dig drainage ditches. Why? Because you are idle. Only those with too much time on their hands seek out trouble. This method of handling the situation is quite profound. I suspect you have been because you truly do not seem like an ordinary person. Even after building the city, you continue to burden yourself with more tasks. I have no choice. I cannot simply watch them starve to death. And what if more people arrive in the future? 100,000, 200,000, will you look after them all? I will care for as many as I am able. A grand and vigorous undertaking. The height of madness. We found it. It truly is here. What is it now? Has a bedstove collapsed, or has the granary caught fire? Or has Batu returned with his men? That would indeed be hilarious. What is the situation? They arrived last night. They only knocked at dawn, requesting to see the master of the house. Muhi of the Heavenly Palace's third branch lineage pays his respects to the young master. Here we go again. Last time they called me the Shaman Lord. Now it is directly young master. What will it be next time? The Beast God. You have the wrong person. Impossible. The eye of the Heavenly Palace never errs. When Senior Mushan sent word, we did not believe it. But after seeing Shen City, we believed. Aside from the eye of the Heavenly Palace, no one could have accomplished all this. He is still alive. Uncle Shan, it truly is you. Stop your weeping. You look as though Batu owes you money. Why is it me again? Ha ha ha. All these years, the descendants of the Heavenly Palace have been in hiding. Some hid within the mines, while others took refuge in the rocky marshes. Some have even changed their names and surnames. For the royal court and the temple have never ceased their pursuit. After all these years, they still hunt us? Afraid of what? Afraid that a second Tiangong city might emerge. What the royal court fears most is not weapons, nor is it city walls. It is the fear of someone telling the common people that they can truly live without being slaves. Why is it so lively today? Commander, something has happened. Speak. Who robbed whom this time? It is the schoolhouse. Duo questioned the teacher until he was reduced to tears. Lu Ning is crying? No, it was the new elderly teacher. Ha ha ha. What happened? Duo asked a single question. What question? Teacher, if the beast god truly loves us all, then why does he allow us to starve? Did I ask something wrong? You are laughing. I am not. I merely recalled a pleasant matter. I would hardly believe that. Ha ha ha, this child will surely become a formidable talent in the future. Ha ha. Young master, in truth, I'd not come today merely to acknowledge my ancestry. There is one other matter. What is it? Someone has discovered the location of the divine city, and it is not the royal court. Who is it? Those who destroyed the heavenly palace city in the ages past. They are still alive? After so many years, even a tortoise should have perished of old age. It is not a single person. It is a group. An organization. An organization? Continue. At the peak of the Heavenly Palace City's power, its population exceeded 100,000. 100,000? Think of the sheer amount of food required to sustain them. Is the food truly the priority here? Yes. Of course it is. Huh? The mere thought of 100,000 people eating at once makes my skin crawl. You are simply afraid they will consume your own portions, are you not? When the Heavenly Palace City was at its zenith, they constructed aqueducts that spanned the vast wilderness. They established academies. They established infirmaries. They established workshops. They even began to teach the commoners how to read and write. Eventually, certain people grew afraid, for they realized that once everyone was fed and literate, they could no longer maintain their positions high above the masses. No matter the era, knowledge and order are eternally more dangerous than the Tao itself. Arg, what has happened now? The Taibong First Academy. Brothers Academy has commenced its lesson. Duo has been... What exactly is a class monitor? I do not know either. It was what Uncle Su said. Regardless, it sounds quite formidable. I suppose that works. Class monitor. Class monitor. Class is in session. Those who are late must copy their lessons as punishment. Why? Because I am the class monitor. The class monitor holds the highest authority. This child learns remarkably fast. Ha ha ha. We aren't... Ah. Are you unharmed? Who are you? My name is King Shi. I have just arrived at the provincial capital. Then, do you know how to write? I do not. In that case, you must address me as teacher from now on. Did I hear that correctly? Ha ha ha, this girl's becoming more like Xuyan by the day. Ha ha. It can rotate, certainly. However, the efficiency is lacking. Under normal circumstances, if it can spin on the first attempt, it is considered a success. Sovereign of Insight, what has happened? I have discovered something in the north. Someone is deliberately spreading rumors. They claim the Divine City is a den of evil. They say the Academy bewitches the children. They claim the heated brick beds are cursed by the gods. What fool concocted such tales? Worse yet, many of the refugees believe them. It has finally begun. This is the true enemy. Rather, it is ignorance. It is those who fear change. There is one more thing. Messengers are currently making their way toward the Divine City. And... do their necks not grow weary? They have grown used to it. All priests are like this. By keeping their heads bowed, it is easier to look upon the common people. Your tongue is truly venomous. Teacher, is this truly Liming City? Why are they working with such fervor? Because their labor earns them work credits. What are work credits? You do not even know what work credits are? Haha, you must be from the countryside. Why do they not resort to plundering? One need only wait in line to receive them. Why would they need to steal? It is not because their teeth are sharp, but because they are capable of thought, cooperation, and creation. Sir, I have a question. If the priests claim that the god bestows all things upon us, then who invented the heated kangs? City Lord Shu. And what of the Academy? City Lord Shu. Then why does everyone offer more gratitude to the beast god than to Uncle Su? Ha ha ha, the shaman lord has arrived. He is here. Who has arrived? The priest. Oh. They have come to cause trouble. Then let them. What if they actually manage to deceive the people and lure them away? Let me ask you a question. If someone told you that surviving the bitter winter was due to the beast god's protection, would you believe it? I would believe in the heated king. If someone said that having a full stomach was a gift from the beast god, I would believe in the granary. If someone said that recovering from illness was the beast god's divine healing, I would believe in Lu Ning. Is that not enough? So, you are Xu Yan. I am. I hear you are spreading heresy here. What do you mean by heresy? It means he failed to secure his trade, understand? Lord Priest. What do you consider to be heresy? That which defies the will of the beast god. Then tell me, does the beast god wish for children to starve? Of course not, of course not. Does the beast god wish for the elderly to freeze to death? No. Does the beast god wish for the sick to go untreated? No. Then, if I am the one doing these things, why is it considered heresy? I have a question as well. If the beast god is truly so formidable, then why does he not attend the lessons himself? Huh? Ha ha ha, at times the most potent weapon to change the world is not the blade. Nor is it the crossbow, but rather a child brave enough to ask questions. To think this item could be so remarkably warm. High Priest, please, there is no need for such formality. It will not taste as good once it grows cold. This old man does not indulge in the base desires of the palate. You certainly have a backbone, yet your own stomach rebels against you. Ha ha ha. How is it, teacher? There is too much meat. Quite right, quite right. Next time I shall have the cook be less generous. Ha ha ha. Sigh. Why must I still practice my calligraphy? Because you are dull-witted. In what way am I dull? How is this character pronounced? Ro. That is the character for man. And this one? Rock. That is the character for fire. In the future, you should probably remain responsible for the hunting. The latest tallies have arrived. Yesterday there were 237 new arrivals. This morning, over 80 more have come. How much longer can our food supplies endure? If we continue at the current rate, roughly 1.5 months. It is depleting even faster than anticipated. Ah, success! I have succeeded. It has succeeded. The water wheel is finally operational. The water is flowing toward the heights on its own accord. It is not flowing on its own. It is Shu Yan who compels it to flow. Haha, compelling it to flow. Li Si has arrived. Is this a divine artifact? Teacher, do you truly believe Shensheng was in the wrong? No one starves to death here. There is no plundering. Even the children are able to study. If this is considered wrong, then what is right? Indeed. What of it being masterless? Another group of refugees has appeared from the north. How many? Approximately 3,000. 3,000. And they are no ordinary refugees. They are an entire tribe. There is insufficient housing. There are not enough rations. Even the heated brick beds are lacking. But you... Even I have reached my limit. There is one more matter. They say the leader of the group is a woman. Furthermore, she claims to know you. It is her. She has brought the entire tribe with her. What is her name? Lin Wan. He said it himself. That name does not sound like one I know. I have finally found you. Damnation. We are acquainted. Open the council hall. You know me? I do. But you do not know me. Could you all step outside for a moment? No, what if you are a fraud? You are Zhongli, are you not? You know who I am? The Divine City's greatest glutton. Ha 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 ha. But let us speak of serious matters. My grandfather left this behind. He said if I ever encountered a person named Xu Yan, I should hand this over to him. Where did you obtain this object? The ruins of the Heavenly Palace City. Can you hear anything? No, nothing. Then why are you still leaning against the wall? The moment demanded a bit of drama. Is eavesdropping fun? It is not. This child has been led astray by Xu Yan. You are hardly any better yourself. Before my grandfather passed away, he said, if I ever saw the Divine City, I must go there. Because the true successor of the Heavenly Palace is there. Why me? Because in the prophecy left, a name was mentioned. Xu Yan. This is the first chapter of the Heavenly Palace. It remains, it actually still remains. Uncle Shan, what is this? Many of the records left behind by the Heavenly Palace City of old were destroyed. This is the final collection. Is it valuable? Do not speak such nonsense. If your ancestral tombs were razed to the ground, and you suddenly discovered the family genealogy still existed, would you not be moved? My grandfather said, before the Heavenly Palace City was destroyed in the past, a group of craftsmen managed to escape. Carrying the final sparks of their legacy, they scattered across the great wilderness, waiting for the arrival of the one spoken of in the prophecy. Wait, why does this sound more and more like the tale of a storyteller? Indeed. Is the next line going to be about the child of destiny? More or less. I knew it. Something is wrong. A page is missing here. What? It is the most important page. It is missing. The records concerning the Eye of the Heavenly Palace, they are gone. Let us go out and see. What are they doing now? They are teaching the adults how to read. This is man, this is fire, this is mountain. Teacher Duo, why is this character always written crooked? Because you are foolish. Ha ha ha, you are already the third person to be called a fool today. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ren Wuoshan. That Lin Wan. What of her? Stay far away from her. Why? Intuition. How is it? Even better than what grandfather described. Is that not a good thing? What is it? Commander Zhang, I heard you are recruiting. What recruitment? Stop feigning ignorance. Are you all out of your minds? I wish to follow you. We can choose for ourselves, truly? Silence. One by one, do not crowd. Anyone who continues to push will be disqualified. Good heavens, this is more terrifying than the battlefield. Starting today, the Divine City shall officially designate its divisions. The Agricultural Unit, the Workshop and Construction Units, the Patrol Unit and the Medical Hall, the Academy, the Merchant Caravans. The choice is yours. I shall join the workshop. I wish to be a teacher. Do you even know how to read? I do not. Then what use are you as a teacher? That seems correct. Ha 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 ha. I apply for the position of caravan supervisor. By reasoning, I know how to generate wealth. I know how to drive a hard bargain. I know how to deceive others. No, strike that last part. Ha ha ha, I want the offense and defense. The entire offense and defense department shall be mine. Approved. Experiment. I am short-staffed at the medical pavilion. We are severely undermanned. In the past, no one concerned themselves with us. Now we wish to learn the art of healing. Very well. I wish to become a teacher. As do I. It is over. The education of the Divine City is doomed. Ha ha ha. I master the written word before you begin to dream. I already recognize many characters. How does one write centimeter? Ha 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 ha. Commander Shang, that is not it. Why have you all come to seek me out? Because you are formidable. That reason is actually quite sound. Furthermore, you have a hearty appetite. Following you is surely the right path. You call that a reason? A great appetite is not a combat technique. Following you ensures we shall never go hungry. I do not know. In the beginning, it was merely a fever. Later, they began to cough up blood. I see. In the end, they died. In the wastelands, the damp chill is terrifying. Famine is terrifying. But the most terrifying of all will always be the plague. For it can be neither seen nor touched, and it spreads with frightening speed. How many have been infected? At least 200. Heavens, more than 30 have already perished. This is a disaster. If this truly reaches the Divine City, the death toll will be catastrophic. Indeed. Then, what is to be done? Notify the entire city. Immediately implement a first-class epidemic prevention order. Starting from this day forth, all outsiders shall be quarantined for 7 days. All drinking water must be boiled. All latrines must be managed centrally. Relieving oneself in the open is strictly forbidden. Any person found with a fever must be reported immediately. Wuzhu. What does quarantine mean? It is simple. Confine them in isolation. Such a ruthless method? It is better than being a corpse. What is this boiled water? The water must actually be heated. Is that not a waste of firewood? Furthermore, we must construct latrines. Why can I not relieve myself where I please? I have done so for decades. What manner of thing is this quarantine? Is it akin to being cast into a dungeon? Must we obey all of these instructions? They must also be explained clearly. How has the entirety of this task fallen upon me? Sigh. What is the meaning of this? It seems I truly must attend to this personally. The meaning is that this is a supreme military command. Do not relieve yourselves wherever you please. We have always done so in the past. There is nothing wrong with those words. In the past, you were also unable to fill your bellies. That rebuttal was truly masterful. It seems there is indeed some truth to that. Sir. Do I have a fever? Did I just cough? Everyone, do not panic. Come forward one by one. First, drink some hot water to warm your body. Physician, Lu Ning. I sneezed today. Am I going to die? I coughed once last night. Is it the strange pestilence? Ha ha ha, my husband's flatulence is louder than usual. Could he be infected? Did you wash your hands? Did you drink boiled water? How is it that there is yet a second question? Did you just consume meat without washing your hands? I did not. Indeed, I did not wash them. I punish you to wash them again. As of yet, no infected individuals have been discovered. But we cannot let down our guard. Something has happened. Speak. Feverish patients have been discovered in the quarantine zone. How many? 3. Furthermore, they all belong to the same group of refugees. This is the first time the extraordinary talents have entered the God City. The true trial has begun. Wait, something is not right. What is wrong? They do not look like medical soldiers. It looks like poisoning. No, it is not an illness. It is poison. It has begun. Let the chaos unfold slowly. What? It is not an illness, but poisoning. Who did this? Find the bastard responsible and beat him to death. Everyone, remain calm. This is no longer merely a matter of stealing grain. This is an attempt at mass murder. Have you discovered the source? Not yet. However, there is a common factor. What common factor? All those who were poisoned drank from the same water source. The reservoir. Indeed. The third reservoir. Let us go. ha ha ha. I found it. What is this? Bitter bone grass. What is its nature? A small amount will cause a fever. A large dose is fatal. It truly is an act of poisoning. The East District's third reservoir. Register everyone who has come into contact with it recently. Do not miss a single soul. Finally, it is time for me to return to my old trade. Apprehending suspects, is it? I am well versed in this. If you arrest even one wrong person, your contribution points for next month will be halved. I suddenly feel that investigations must be handled with more rigor. Shan Shishi. Did you see someone strange yesterday? What person? You mean that suspicious-looking fellow? The one in the black robe? Yes. And then? I thought he was looking for the latrine. He said he had been wandering for a long time but could not find it. And then he headed toward the East District. Uncle Shu, we know. You know what? The villain. We saw the villain. A villain? The black-robed man? When? The afternoon of the day before yesterday. In the East District. He said he was searching for the latrines. I see. So he truly was searching for the latrines. He was confirming the route. Furthermore, he is an outsider. The denizens of the Divine City do not lose their way. Among the refugees who have entered the Divine City within the last 3 days, one individual has vanished. There is no record of his labor. There is no record of his residence. No one even knows where he dwells. It is as if he vanished into thin air. There is only a single name.
叫什么？
Wu Mu. You lot, check the water supply. You there, guard the rooftop entrance. Halt! Ha 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 ha. Ah. Mushan has also seen the Sky City. Ruins are scattered everywhere. Within the ruins of the Sky City, the presence of gods is everywhere. Do you recognize it? I do. This is the Beast God Society. They were the ones who destroyed the Heavenly Palace City in those years. The Beast God Temple operates in the light, while the Beast God Society moves in the shadows. If the priests are the ones who proselytize, then the Beast God Society are the ones who slaughter. In the days of the Heavenly Palace City's greatest splendor, many had already ceased to believe in the priests. They placed their faith in the granaries instead. Trust in the academies. Trust in the workshops. Trust in one's own hands. Thus the Beast God Society emerged. And what did they do? They spread rumors and sowed poison. They orchestrated assassinations and incited riot. They manufactured panic. So long as they could destroy Tiangong City, there was nothing they would not do. I understand. They are simply villains. While that is a crude summary, it is surprisingly not wrong. This is precisely why the Beast God Society resorted to poison. Because they are afraid. Afraid that Shen City will become a second Tiangong City. afraid that more and more people will place their faith in order rather than in life. What is it now? As expected, trouble has arisen once more. Something has happened. Again? Can you lot not find a new refrain? Someone is spreading rumors in the square. They say the branding will invite catastrophe. They claim the divine city has offended the beast god. That if we remain any longer, everyone will perish. Have you not realized? The plague has arrived. This is the wrath of the beast god. If we remain here any longer, everyone will perish. Nonsense. Where did this child come from? The plague is a fabrication. It is poison spread by a villain. What evidence do you have? Do you see? Even he himself is unaware. I have it. This is bitter bone grass. It is no divine sign. It is poison. I also have evidence. These are the traces left by the poisoner. They are identical to those of the Beast God Society from years past. I have further evidence. Every person recently afflicted by the poison drank from the same reservoir. It was no divine technique. Furthermore, the timing is perfectly consistent. Move. Out of the way. The evidence is... This fellow flees with incredible speed. He runs the moment he sets eyes on me. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ah. I have found you. Speak. Is this all? I do not know. Very well. Is that all? You aren't going to ask anymore? If you will not speak, what is there for me to ask? Wash your hands before you eat.
来吃饭。
A guo, no slacking off. A guo, no slacking off. What they wish to destroy has never been me. It is this place. Then do not let them have their way. From this moment forth, Shen City and the Beast God Society truly stand on opposing sides. For half a month straight, there were endless matters to attend to every day. Grain and housing, academies and medical clinics, conflicts between public housing and refugees, disputes, disputes. Ah. 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 I am still alive. Barely. I was nearly ready to prepare the funeral feast. Shut your mouth. How is the situation outside? You are ill. Can you not show some concern for yourself first? I am used to it. Drink. I feel that I have recovered. Drink. In truth, my spirit is currently quite invigorated. Drink. Drink. Ha ha ha. Ha. Ha ha ha. It turns out even the master of the house fears taking his medicine. Ha ha ha. You drink it as well. Ha 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 ha. Ha. Very well. He realized one thing. Divine City was no longer that small tribe of the past which relied solely on him to survive. What have you come here for? Here they go again. I am the head of the merchant caravan. I am qualified. I am also the most handsome man in Divine City. Ha 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 ha. Go. From this day forward, I shall announce a certain matter. Divine City shall establish a council. What is a council? It is simple. In the past, I alone decided every matter in Divine City. From now on, everyone shall decide together. To think such a thing was possible. That makes sense. Indeed. He suddenly felt that the council's first act of business might be to forbid these two fools from speaking. Henceforth, Divine City shall be divided into 6 seats. The seat of Medical Bureau, Agricultural Division, Patrol Department, Trade and Commerce, Civil Affairs Bureau, and this is no joke. This is power. True power. For the first time, Divine City is no longer governed by a single individual. It is governed by a system. What is it? Back then, it took Tiangong City 70 years to reach this stage. You have achieved it in less than a year. In this moment, everyone fell silent. For they finally understood exactly what it was they were participating in. What are you writing? My love. Let me see. Today there are 8,021 people in Divine City. Uncle Sue says that things will only get better from here. They will. Meanwhile, hundreds of miles away from Divine City, It failed. Yes. Shen Chang saw through the poison. Trash. It seems we have underestimated him. My lord, that item is not yet ready. The embers of Tiangong have been reignited. If we do not act now, it is we who shall die.